guys, welcome to Progressive Cakes and Nourishment. In today's video, I'll be showing you how you can cost your cake and make some profits. So if you are into any business, you're not making profit, you're not doing the right thing. But today I'm going to show you how you can cost your cake and make some profits. It's very, very important in business. So if you're new to my channel, this is your first time of watching my video, click the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell. Click on all notifications to be getting a lot of my new video, so that any day I drop or post any new video, you will get an alert. Seriously, subscription is free, just for you to be getting a lot of our new video. To my old subscribers, you're welcome back again. So don't forget to like my video, don't forget to comment, feel free to ask questions, and also feel free to invite a friend to this channel. If you have not checked out other videos in my channel, feel free to check them out. Progressive Cakes and Nourishment have a lot of videos for you, up to more than 200 and something videos, cake videos you will learn a lot from. Both our small chops, pastry and all that, we are really loaded for you. So what are you waiting for? Please subscribe, so that if you drop any new video, you will get an alert. Okay, let's dive into today's video. You can see my board from there. Okay, you can see I've done justice to this, but please don't mind this my board. This is not an original board, but I choose to use it. At least I'm sure it's bright enough for everyone to see what I'm doing right now. Okay, you can see our topic for today is cake costing. Before you start costing your cake, you need to consider so many things. What are the first things you need to consider? You need to look at direct costs, number one, and you go to your indirect costs, number two. You go to your fixed costs and your labor costs. These are the four things you will consider when costing your cake. What do we mean by direct costs? Direct costs are those ingredients you use when you are making or preparing the cake. That's the direct cost, the ingredients you're going to cost to get your direct cost. But when we're talking about indirect costs, are those, will I call it equipment, or those things you also need to make this cake a success, but they are not ingredients, such as you have your cake board, you have your cake boss, you have the cake topper, fuel for your generator, and so many other things that is not up here, even your gas and so forth and so on. Okay, when we talk about fixed costs, you know what we mean by fixed cost? Something like rent, electricity, oven, your standing mister, those things that last long, those things that are already fixed. They are there, whether you have a cake order or not, you must renew them. So you must do justice to them. So the next thing, the last one is level, your strengths. You used your time, you used your strength, you spend your energy and all that in making this cake a success. So what are you going to gain? So these are the things we're going to consider this evening. But the cake we are going to be dealing on, I'll show you somewhere there. The cake we'll be dealing on, this cake we are going to do justice to it. The cost of this cake you're seeing here is for this cake you're seeing up there. So the number one thing I'm going to consider first are my direct ingredients. What are my direct ingredients? Number one, butter. 500 grams of butter at 800 naira. I don't know how much they are selling in your side, so you put it down. For that cake, for this cake, I'll be using 500, and I baked the cake you're seeing. I baked this cake myself. So for this cake, I used 500 grams of butter for 800 naira and 500 grams of flour for 300 naira. Sugar 1.5 cup for 450. You have your baking powder for 150. Milk, 2 tins of milk. I normally use normal 3 gram or peak milk, depending on, or you can also use Hollandia milk, depending on what you can get. So for 360 naira, I have my 12 eggs for 960 naira. My vanilla flavor, you can choose your own flavor, it must not be vanilla. I have at 200 naira. That's the rate I'm giving it. I use industrial flavor. So I cost my at this 200 naira vanilla is for a tablespoon of vanilla to me, because it's very, very costly. But for buttercream, because you see it's a buttercream cake, so I have my icing sugar. 1 kg of icing sugar is 1,000 naira. I have also vanilla flavor at 200 naira. I still need a tablespoon for it. For my butter, I'm still using 2 sachets of butter. If you want to go for butter, as there are so many butters in the market, but I think Napa is the best to me. Here in Nigeria, if you can get Napa, it's very lovely. So for 800 naira, I'll be using 2 sachets. This one is sold at 400 naira each. Okay, you saw the chocolate drip in there, so I'll be using chocolate for 500. You use your chocolate, you melt it and all that. So you can see all this cost, all these direct costs. I have a total of 5,720 naira for my direct costs. I already totaled it down there. So let's go to our indirect costs. I have my cake boss, 12 inches cake boss. I have it at 400 naira. I have my cake board at 350 at 12 inches. I have my cake topper. Cake topper, you can see I have no cost here. Reason, that particular cake I showed you, this particular cake, there is nothing like cake topper. But in case your client asks for a cake topper, you need to consider that and add it up here. So for the flour, if you don't have light in your shop, you need to use your mixer for this cake. You can also add your fuel for fueling your generator and other. But for me, I didn't use a generator. I didn't use light. If you're watching my video, you will notice I prefer creaming my butter with my hands. So what else? I added gas. For my gas, I added 500 naira for gas. That's for my indirect cost. Indirect cost, now we are having 1,250 naira. You can see this one for 5,720 naira, for 1,250 naira. Now we'll go to our fixed cost. I look into my rent. I paid rent for my shop. But I paid rent for my shop, I'm paying for electricity bill, and for my oven, I bought it with my money. For my standing mixer, you need to maintain it. If not only maintaining it, one day it will break down. You need a new one, so you need to save up something for your standing mixer, for your oven, because I know one day you will still get a new one. So I looked into my rent, electricity bill, oven, and standing mixer. I said, okay, let me dash it 1,000 naira. Please, this is depending on my location. So if you are in a place you will show your clients pays well, everybody knows what cake goes for. So you can go ahead, add 2,000 naira depending on you. But to me, I'll be adding 1,000 naira. But if you're baking from home, you don't need this. If you're baking from home, fixed cost is out, except you choose to add it. You're not paying shop rent, except you choose to add it. But to me, if I'm baking this cake from home, my fixed cost is out. So but if you choose to add it, no problem. So for your labor cost, here we are talking about our strength, our time. Okay, first you will tell yourself, I need to charge myself per hour. Looking at this cake, it took me up to 2 hours to prepare it. Not only that, it's a total of 2 hours, because you need to allow your cake to cool. But I know for 1 hour I'll be able to round up my cake. For the butter icing is easier. Okay, now I need to tax myself per hour. Either you cost yourself, you give yourself 1,500 for 1 hour, or 2,000 naira. You can even tell yourself you need 3,000 naira per hour, no problem. But okay, for the purpose of this cake, I'm giving myself 1,500 naira. So I'm charging myself for 2 hours 3,000 naira. Okay, for delivery free, depending if your client is coming to pick the cake, is a different ball game. So if the client is not coming for the cake, that means you're going to deliver it yourself, depending on the location, whether the distance is far. Okay, Calabar is not really far, where I'm staying is not really far from each other. Latest transport is a bit cheaper here, so I added my delivery fee 500 naira. So my labor cost is giving me a total of 3,500. Now direct cost plus indirect cost plus fees cost plus your labor cost equals to, we are having 11,470 naira. So let's just call it 11,500. So if a client enters your shop or calls you on phone, ma, I need a cake, or the person shows you a picture, please, and you want to the picture is looking like what we have already costed here today, please don't start with is 11,500. No, you're wrong. First, tell the person you will get this cake at the rate of 15,000 naira. Let me tell you, it will shock you that if the client is up and doing, they can even price you 13,000. Madam, is it not 13,000? But some will price you from 9,000, 8,000 before they will come up. So please don't start with 11,500. If not, they will start pricing you 7,500. Pricing you 8,000. So if you start from 15,000 or even 20,000, depending on where you're staying, how people respond there, you can even raise it up to 20,000 naira. So when the price comes down, you see, you make your gain. Don't be surprised somebody will give you will even pay for 13,000 or even 14 for this particular cake, depending on your location and how people respond to your business and all that. So that is all for this cake costing, and I hope this video will be of a help to someone. Like I said before, if you're new to my channel, this is your first time of watching my video, this is your first time of being in Progressive Cakes and Nourishment, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and also don't forget to open all notifications to be getting a lot of my new videos, so that any day I post any new video, you'll get an alert. Progressive Cake loves you so much. Bye bye.